Mr. Speaker, of course, the decision to go to war came to a vote in this House, and members on all sides who voted for military action will have to take our fair share of the responsibility. We cannot turn the clock back, but we can ensure that lessons are learnt and acted on. Sending our brave troops onto the battlefield without the right equipment was unacceptable, and whatever else we learn from this conflict, we must all pledge this will never happen again. It would be wrong to conclude that we shouldn't stand with our American allies when our common security interests are threatened. We must never be afraid to speak frankly and honestly, as best friends always should, and where we commit our troops together, there must be a structure through which our views can be properly conveyed and differences worked through. But it remains the case that Britain and America share the same fundamental values, and Britain has no greater friend or ally in the world than America. Many of the failures in this report were not directly about the conduct of armed forces as they went into Iraq, but rather the failures of planning before a shot was fired. There's no question that Britain's armed forces remain the envy of the world, and the decisions we've taken to ensure they're properly resourced will ensure they stay that way. Finally, we should not conclude that intervention is always wrong. There are unquestionably times when it is right to intervene. We should not be naive to think that just because we have the best prepared plans in the real world, things can't go wrong. And equally, just because intervention is difficult, it doesn't mean that there are not times when it is right and necessary. Yes, Britain has and will continue to learn the lessons of this report. But as with our intervention against Daesh in Iraq and Syria today, Britain must not and will not shrink from its role on the world stage or fail to protect its people.